anyway, so basically I'm really panicky about the fact that I didn't want him to ditch me, so, or like leave me behind, so I kind of wanted to break my own heart and leave him before he could leave me and all that kind of crap and blah 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 blah. So it was really weird walking around with this kid. But anyway, so when we would walk through forests together, because we'd actually go and hang out and have walks all the time, like I would just be like, hey, come play with me, and I'd be all like cutesy like a little puppy dog, and I'd be like, oh my god, come play with me, oh, I want walks. And he'd be like, okay, let's walk. He's like, he'll be like, I need to go to work, but you might as well come for a walk with me and walk down to my work. And I'd be like, yes, yes, I love it, I love it. And so anyways, we'd actually go on walks at night through this forest. And the thing is, like, even though I'm all, like, tough, and, yeah, there's, like, a flashlight or something. Maybe, I don't know, there's just, like, a bunch of sketchy flashes and shit, and it's weird. I don't, just ignore it. Right, so anyway, so, even though I act all, like, tough shit, which we know I'm not, because I'm riddled with anxiety, but my mouth doesn't let me show it. Basically, walking through dark forests, fucking, right? Okay, so even though I'd be like, haha, it's fucking great, I actually, like, literally will start crying, and it's even funnier because no one can see it anyway, so I'm just like, dark forest, which is ridiculous because sometimes I actually turn it off and, like, make it funny, like, when I was able to hang out with my friend M, we would run around through the forest near my house, and I would just be like, dead babies, or fucking dead bodies, or I'd be like, oh, I just jumped over a dead body, or I tripped on a stick or something, and I'd be like, dead body, and then I'd flail through the forest, like, I don't care, it's all there, like, kind of, like, for some reason, which is really awkward, but in my brain, if I tell myself, like, if I psych myself up to the weird thing, if the weird thing happened, it wouldn't be that weird, kind of idea. It's real twisted, but anyways, so I would then kind of be like, hey, we're all gonna die, or I'd be like, this is it, this is the horror movie ending, and then I would, like, kind of be, like, walking, and then I'd kind of, like, trip on something, and I'd just, like, grab onto my friend Kay's jacket, and, because he's the one who makes me feel safe, so I would just be like, and be like, just, yeah, you know, I'm sorry, I can't see in the dark, so I'm using you as my stabilizer, because I don't want to trip on a log or something and get left behind, and he'd be like, oh, okay, but in reality, I'd be really fucking terrified of the forest and the dark and yeah. So I couldn't do that to him because literally him and his girl, that was so rude. Why would I say that? She's a fucking person, she's a lady, she's his girlfriend, but I always say girl thing because for some reason I get really weird when it comes to significant other type people, and I know that they're not all girls and not all boys, and I know but anyways, you know what I'm trying to tell you, just continue and go with it. Anyways, so okay, yeah. Him and his, like, I almost said thing again. That's just a habit of mine, and I shouldn't do that. But anyway, so him and his girlfriend. I think it's because I literally have a fear of those words. Anyways, so him and his girlfriend were like this, and I was just like, so I was like having a panic attack, and another kid, he was like, and I was like, go away, and he was just like, and like trying to, you know, and then so anyways, I ended up like clutching onto his arm, and like fucking like putting nail marks in his hand because I was just like, we're all gonna die, and then. Yeah, and then basically, at one point, I just ran away, like, I just was, like, freaking out about the closeness, and then I was like, you don't even make me feel comfortable, don't be nice to me, you know what I mean? Like, you don't make me feel safe, but you're trying so hard to make me feel safe, and that's not making me feel any better, and I was just, like, freaking out, and I was, like, hyperventilating, and then we all, like, went to a store, and then I was just like, hey guys, no, that was a lot of a workout for me, I haven't moved around in, like, the last month, I haven't socialized, and I was like, hey, so I'll just be out here and, like, catch my breath while you guys go in there, and they were like, okay, whatever, and then I just, like, I, like, turned a bit, kind of walked a bit, and then waited till they were, like, in the store, and then my first instinct is to just, whenever I get in a bad situation, or where I feel really uncomfortable, I don't care what time it is, I don't care where I am, I'm just gone, and I run, and I run, and I know I run, and I tell myself I'm running again, I'm just fucking running again. And, like, I just bolted past the fucking, like, behind the store, past this, like, rec center, just fucking all the way up the road, all the way to this park, like, 3 blocks down. And then I ran into some lady who was also having a panic attack because her sister dropped her off at her house, and then, like, left her there, and then she was locked out of her house, and then her, like, daughter was in the hospital, and, like, something really weird, like, it was just a mess, and then she's like, oh my god, I'm trying to get someone to, like, flag someone down to help me, and then she's like, can I use your phone? And I was like, yeah, sure, I trust you not to kill me, and she was like, what? And I was like, I trust you not to kill me, you can use my phone, and she's like, okay, and then So she got to use my phone, and then she's like, whoa, are you okay? What's up? And I was like, I was having a panic attack, and I ran away, and she's like, oh shit, I'm kind of panicking too, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of a good thing we found each other, because then I can help you out, or I don't even know. And she's like, oh yeah, cool, chill, and then she actually, I don't know, just the whole situation calmed me down a lot, because I was like, wow, maybe I wasn't totally panicking, maybe fate just brought me here to help a lady out. So, and then, because they had called me on my phone a bunch of times, so I called them back, and I was like, hey, I'm really sorry that I had a panic attack, and I just left, and I felt really bad, and, which is weird, I never do that, I've never done that to anyone in my life. If I run from someone, that's it. I fucking run from them. And the word, like, it's funny, too, because I've done that before, where I actually did that at a sleepover, with my friend S, and her friend, T. I'm trying my hardest to keep up these names here. But anyway, so S and T, they were at the house, and I was supposed to be having a sleepover with them, and I ran, and it was funny because I actually passed Kay's house that night, and he was actually, and it was like, I think that's kind of what makes me really sad too, is I was walking by, and I was like, please notice me, please make me feel better, and but then he was like on his yard, like talking with his girlfriend at the time, so he just didn't even acknowledge that I'd passed by him, and I honestly don't even think he realizes, just, like, that kind of hurt me a little bit, but, I mean, well, it's not anyone's fault, it's not anything, it's just kind of, like, a me problem and a me thing, and it just, but that situation just kind of, like, really sucked, but anyways, so, but yeah, I usually don't overcome them very well, but this time I did, and that made me feel, like, super good, because I was like, hey, I'm punching this thing in the face, I'm getting over it, it's fine, it is fine, and then, which actually was really bad. So we went back to, like, Kay's house, and then because C was picking up cake or something like that, and then, he was, like, eating it, and then he, like, fed me some of his cake, which is a really weird thing, because I won't eat from other people, even though I want people to feed me, because I'm literally just a little fucking kitten. I'm actually just a little puppy. And I really love when people give me treats or feed me, which is ridiculous and bad, but that's just me, as a person. But I won't tell people that, because that's really fucking weird, so it's weird. Like, you gotta believe that it's a real fucking, like, it's a privilege if I'm just like, hey, feed me. Or I'll be like, hee, I'm too lazy, feed me, or some shit like this. And I usually don't do that to a lot of people. Actually the only person I've really done that to in the last, like, 4 years is, like, Kay. So that's kind of why in my head I was like, oh, hey, actually I trust him a lot more than I think, or, like, I trust him a lot more than, you know, and, like, basically my brain says one thing, my body says another thing is the only way I can explain that. But anyway, so yes, but I was just like, hey, I'm getting over it, and I did that to see, even though I was just like, wow, I need a little bit of a brat, and I'm trying to, like, you know, like, I'm trying, in my brain, I'm like, do the dumb thing, even though I don't want to do the dumb thing, to just break all ideas of the thing, maybe. Yeah, which is just really bad and ridiculous, but whatever, because it happened anyways. So, that was fun. Okay, then today, yeah, I already said in the other one video, my mom came in, was being nice, all that crap, said about the thing, which she normally would never do. Like, honestly, even if I'm, like, in a thrift store and I'm trying to find boy clothing, she somehow redirects it to a girl thing. Like, I want to get, like, a collared button-up shirt, and then she's like, oh yeah, here, you could get this one, it's extra big, and then you just wrap a waist belt around it, and you're good to go. And I'm like, no, Mom, that's not why I want a collared button shirt. So today was really good, and I just knew that it was gonna fucking hit me in the fucking, yeah, and so anyway, so, basically, after my mom was really cool, or no, it was, like, during while my mom was really cool, because my computer was updating itself to Windows 10, which, by the way, fuck you, Windows. Fucking... I was fine with, like, Windows 9 or 8 or whatever I had. It was beautiful, and it was good, and it was good. You know, I just, maybe I don't, like, change much or whatever, but, I mean, well, that's obvious too, but it's just, you know, I went from Windows 7, and then I went to Windows 8, and I was like, oh, I hate Windows 8, and then 2 seconds later, I was like, oh, never mind. I was like, this is good, and then this is like, fuck everyone. I haven't even opened it, I haven't even used it yet, but just the original, like, the initial thing that it did to me made me want to fucking smash my computer over someone who works at a fucking Windows store. But not a Windows house store. Oh my god, you know what I'm trying to say here. Because I don't even know, I don't even think this is actually charging. Anyways, so, because it updated, and while it updated it, when it finally updated it, I opened up my computer and it was like clean. It was precise, it was in place, and I was just fucking screaming, and I was like, because I can't handle that anymore. I had a thumb drive with like all my plans on it, all the things on it, like my whole life was on the, well, not my whole life, but a lot of things were on this thumb drive, like business plans for my class, other stuff, ideas, logos, songs, that, like, me writing out my feelings, me fucking, typing practice, stories. I usually write some pretty dank fucking horror stories, which, make me sound angstier and angstier every time I open my mouth, but whatever. And so I actually, like, everything on this thumb drive, the thumb drive just shut down, and I was like, oh no. And she was like, my fault, because I opened it, and it said, hey, the thumb drive is write protected. And I was like, fuck me, and I was like, my uncle, like, knows about a bunch about computers, but he's really, like, you owe him, no matter what it is, no matter what he does for you, you always owe him. So I just was like, hey, yay, and he always is like, no, I'm not gonna do it, because blah blah blah, he makes an excuse to make you feel like trash, and I was like, yay, my thumb drive is fucked, I'm fucked, this is fucked, and I was like, eh. So I tried to fix it, I tried to go through the whatever, and the fix it, and it didn't work, and it fucked everything up, everything went blank, I was screaming, I tried to fix it like 4 times, didn't work, and then it was like, format the thing, and I was like, fine, I'll just fucking break myself and reformat it, and then it didn't work, and then so I was like, oh my god. So my mom finally, like almost a year later, was like, fuck, we're just gonna take it into the computer place and see if they can do something with it. Well, he could. He saved all my videos and my pictures, but everything other than that was fucked and gone, and I was like, okay. But I'm still really thankful for that. So anyway, so my mom, no, or maybe I spent that money? Wow, what am I even thinking about in life? Anyways, I wasted money on this, and my mom wasted some money on it too, I'm pretty sure, and so it was probably about like $100, and to get this information back, right? And so this computer, so I was like, it's all gone. All my videos, all my editing stuff, all the videos on my everything, it's all gone. All of it is gone. And I couldn't, and I was panicking, and I was literally like, my mom's wasting so much more money on me, and that's my whole life, is I'm like, I'm not good enough, I'm a waste of space, I'm a waste of everything, I'm a waste of resources, I'm a waste of time and effort, and I'm just a waste. I'm just a fucking waste, you know, and for some reason, even though I tell myself constantly, you know, I should literally just fucking kill myself, for some reason I don't. For some reason I don't, obviously, because I'm still fucking here, and I don't, and I just feel like it honestly would just be a lot better for everyone if I do, but for some reason, somewhere in me, I'm kind of fucking spiteful, and I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna do it, even though I've kind of, you know, yeah, although I feel like eventually it'll probably literally be like an accident that I fucking commit suicide, but whatever. So yeah, I'm literally a piece of trash, and I'm literally a fucking waste of space, and a waste of every single human resource wasted on me ever. Anyways, so the computer just crashed, and I was like hyperventilating and dying, because I was like, great, my mom's gonna have to waste more time and effort on me, and I just hate it, and I'm such a burden, and I'm fucking disgusting, and everything's gone, and it's not even worth it, and I can't, and it's not even the situation or any of that, it's literally everything tied to it, it's the emotions that are already there, you know, and they don't get that. Like, my mom said, oh, you gotta pick your battles, or oh, you gotta fucking, like, decide if it's worth it or not. Well, here's the thing. It has nothing to do with the situation that actually just happened. Like, fucking seriously. So, yeah, my computer just fucking deleted everything I put on it. Everything.